Welcome back to the channel, everyone. My name's Robjohns. This channel is Retro Reselling. First time I'm using the GoPro 9, so hopefully everything's all smooth, bit of improvement, nice and sharp. Bit of a different video today, bit of fun, something completely different that I haven't done before. I'm going to rank my different thrifting and sourcing type of opportunities I do within my business. If you don't know what I do, I basically buy and sell second-hand, mainly items and new items sometimes. Buy them cheap from places like boot sales, charity shops, where we'll see in a minute when I rank them. But I buy them cheap and sell them online, mainly on eBay, for a profit. That's my business, that's how I make my money. And today we're doing a tier type system. I've seen this sort of thing on YouTube before, so it's nothing new. I've seen ads do it before. Check ads out if you haven't before. He'd done this similar type of thing, I think it was. I could do a few more of these, so yeah. Hit that thumbs up if you do enjoy this video, this type of concept. Could go through all types of things, like places to sell, things to pick up, parcel companies, I don't know. So yeah, if you enjoy it, hit the thumbs up so I know if you're enjoying it or not. So here we go, here is our graph. We have obviously best at the top, like the best opportunity. I'm always going to hit it as much as I can, that sort of thing. Then we've got goods, hit and miss. If I'm passing, I might go in, and not worth the time and effort involved. I've got a few select ones down here that I've done myself. If there's any I missed, sorry about that. I think I've covered the main ones that I do again. So let's jump straight into this. First up on our list, we have auctions. Now, I used to start with auctions when I first started doing just sort of vintage, retro furniture and things. And yeah, it treated me well. But since then, it's probably when I first started, probably good to best. Probably good when I first started. Now, I'm not hitting them anywhere near as much, to be honest. Lots of competition, there's fees involved. You could go and it's not worth it. But then at the same time, you could get stuff cheap. So really, everything could go and hit and miss, to be honest. But auctions, my current situation, I'm going to put them in... hit and miss, because throughout the winter, if I'm running low on stock, which I probably will be doing, I'm still going to look at catalogues. I'm still going to hit a few. And yeah, it will be hit and miss. That's sort of the general feel with auctions. Sometimes you win them, sometimes you don't. Okay, moving straight on to boot sale. Now, I think you know where I'm going to put this. But then thinking about it, it could go into goods. My current mood at the moment, or this year at least, has to be best for now. I get a lot of stuff. As you can see from my videos from back here, I'm getting filled up. Yeah, you just go to a field, people are clearing out the houses, house clearance guys, dealers, they're all in one field, and you can just pick and choose as you want. Obviously there's lots of competition. That is one downside to why maybe I might put it to goods, because it's early as well. I don't like getting up early, especially now it's starting to drag. It's not nice when it's still dark and you're getting up, and when you get there it's getting cold and things, lots of competition. You could miss out on something straight in front of your face. But yeah, I'm going to put it best, because I have so much stuff. Boot sales are literally paying my bills day in, day out, month after month. I can't knock them, really. I could knock them in a way of maybe the start of the season, now the end of the season, not the best, but during sort of April or end of March to the September, even now, or early September, they are the best thing for me to get really cool stuff in large amounts of quantity and have multiple ones throughout the week. I could do Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm pretty sure there's one on Tuesday. The only day off I could have, if I really wanted to, is Monday. And even then, I'm pretty sure I could find one if I was willing to travel. So we've got our first best one. Here we go. Next up, charity shops. I have a love-hate relationship with charity shops, as in, I get bored of them. They are exciting when you come across them, like go to a different town. I've got to go in the charity shop. So in that way, they're good. But in another way, I will go to them if I'm passing. Sometimes it's not worth the time. Yeah, it all depends what mood I'm in. They get the stuff for free, and some of them mark high, some of them are sensible, and then you get dirt cheap ones as well. So it literally is a hit and miss with charity shops. You can go there and you do the best you've ever done, but to be the best, you got to do well every single time, which I am doing at boot sales during the peak season. Throughout the winter, charity shops keep me ticking over, but then I can go and waste my time. But then I don't necessarily go to charity shops if I'm passing. I do dedicate a morning, I hit a town, I go there. So charity shops I think belong hit and miss, because I do get lots of bargains. I do get generally a lot of nice things, like if I hit a town, But yeah, you can do really well, can make hundreds of pounds, or I could walk away with a couple of things and make my petrol and parking money worth it. Now eBay you can use for obviously thrifting or sourcing. I've done it quite a bit. Save some searches, buy off eBay, sell back on eBay. So for example, auctions, big large items people don't want to post out, I'm happy to post out. Then someone might do an auction locally, or just an auction with postage, and it goes cheap, and then I can then obviously buy it, gets delivered to me, double check it is working, and then that's the safety net. If it's not working or something goes wrong, you can send it back again. Like with boot sales, if something's not working, I'm pretty stuck, to be honest. The downside is you might have to pay up, so margins aren't as big, especially if you're doing eBay to Amazon. I used to do that in a big way a couple of years ago, buying from eBay to sell on Amazon. I've done it a lot, but the margins are smaller and you have to pay up a bit for the stuff. So I'm going to put eBay, sourcing on eBay if I'm passing. If I'm on the app, if I think about it at the time, I haven't got a load of stuff behind me, I'll look up some saved searches, see if there's anything decent going, or locally. But yeah, not worth my time. It is worth my time looking, but yeah, I only do it if I'm passing. Obviously Facebook have now a marketplace, like dedicated buying and selling type place, and it's pretty much the same story with eBay. There's lots and lots of competition, like a boot sale, like a Jumble Sale for example. As soon as there's something decent at a bargain price, it's probably going to be gone, and that is the downside. Even when stuff's sold, it's still on there to view. Like, you get all excited, hit the message, is this still available? You get a reply back, no sorry, it's gone, or pending collection. Really frustrating. Bit of a fault there. But again, if I'm on Facebook having a cup of tea or something, again, if I'm passing, I might have a look. I found a few good things on there. So again, not worth my time, as in if I'm solely relying on it, don't do that, because that probably won't work. But yeah, if I'm passing, if I'm on the app, I have a quick scan. If I see something, then nice. Also with Facebook Marketplace, good for packaging. Cardboard boxes, jiffy bags, put out like a wanted thing out there, and people reply to you. They don't want to necessarily chuck it in the bin or recycle it. So yeah, use Facebook to your advantage as well. Gumtree, going straight, not worth my time. I've never ever got along with Gumtree. I know some people do. This is my personal list. Obviously, if there are reseller YouTubers watching this and want to do your own, feel free, hit this up. I think I can save this, so you can go on the website. So I'll put a link down below if this does save this like format, and then you can go through this list yourself. That'll be quite fun. Tag me in it if you do. But Gumtree, since I first started, even before I found out about sort of reselling community and YouTube, never really found anything. Maybe one or two decent things, nothing to sort of scream and shout about. I've even uninstalled the app. It's got that bad. It's just sitting there on my phone. Every time I've gone to look on it, like with eBay and Facebook, if I'm passing, I'll look on it. It's just not worth it. Stuff's sold, stuff's overpriced like eBay prices. Can't go along with it, I'm afraid. So not worth my time, Gumtree. We've come to Jumble Sales, an interesting one. I do love a Jumble Sale, get excited on the day and the morning of a Jumble Sale. They're not very often. I used to go to quite a few, but obviously with the current situation this year, they've been cancelled. They're indoors, close contact, which is one of the downsides to them. If you don't like your personal space being invaded, you're not going to enjoy a Jumble Sale. I don't like that. I like the 2 metre plus rule, or 1 metre plus rule at the moment. Got my own space, people not getting too close in my face and things. Yeah, it goes out the window. Jumble Sale time, you get in there, you get your elbows out, sharpen your elbows, get out the way. You found something like goods, you got to grab it. So again, high competition. Normally you have to be there at the front, so you got to be an hour early. You could be standing out in the rain for an hour or so. I'm always at the back. That's just typical me, always running late, or fashionably late as I like to say. But it's fun. But then with the quality of stuff, you can get good quality stuff, you can get nothing again, or you're just picking stuff up for the sake of it to flip it for like a tenner if you can. So as with ranking, I'm gonna go Jumble Sales overall good, because if you do clothing, there's mountains of clothing. If you do board games, there's a mountain of board games. There's shoes. It's fun, it's cheap as well. So overall, not the best, because like good quality hi-fi stuff, you're not really going to find too much, and if there is, it's going to go quick and cheap. So yeah, good for me, Jumble Sales, exciting and cheap. Shame they're not on this year. Hopefully 2021 Jumble Sales back on. So we've got OA and RA. I'm going to start with OA, online arbitrage. So if you don't know what that is, it's basically you go online, you buy stuff online, it gets delivered, and then you sell it on again. That's basically it. I've done a bit of that. I've done some of that in lockdown. Bought some trainers and some clothing items cheap online, and then flipped it on. I've still got some of it left now. Downsides to this, you're having to pay up. There's competition. If it's a sort of worldwide or countrywide offer, you could suddenly get loads of competition. It's a race to the bottom, and suddenly you're making your money back, or maybe a loss, or you're having to hold that stuff back as well. They need a lot of capital. You could have high competition. It is risky, but then on the flip side of that, you could find a very niche thing that no one's found out about. You're buying it, you're flipping it, one listing on eBay or on Amazon, sending it straight to Amazon, flipping that money. Yeah, it could be a good money maker. I know people make a great bit of money doing OA, but it's not my thing. So again, I'm going to say if I'm passing by again, because it is worth your time if you can find a good one, but the risks are involved. If you do it in the serious way, you're going to hit VAT very quickly because you're paying a lot of smaller margins. That's another thing, but there are good things to keep an eye out on. So yeah, if I'm passing, I'll check them out, especially like January sales, that sort of thing. And to go for OA, we've got RA, which is retail arbitrage. Going to a retail shop physically, buying stuff up, and then selling it online and again. I used to do this maybe 3 years ago. I've done this in a big way. Like Hatchimals there was Lego sets. I used to sort of keep stuff away. But again, same with OA. You're having to pay up. You could get lots of competition and get your money back, or having to put it away to try and get some sort of profit. So it's same again. If I'm passing, this is my current situation. Again, people do really well, but RA, in fact, I'm going to put RA hit and miss actually, because I do it. I still do it now. I get some really good stuff, make some good money. I put it in a hit and miss because sometimes I buy something and competition ranks up, and then I'm having to quickly sell it to get some sort of profit or get my money back, or then having to store it away. It's taking up precious space in my unit or in the loft at home. So I would prefer RA to OA, because OA you're just sitting on a computer, whereas RA you're in the shop handling it. It's more exciting, fill the trolley. Yeah, that's sort of my sort of thing. So yeah, RA beats OA just about. Now we've had Jumble Sales, we're on to Jumble Trails. I've done a couple of these, and I think I'll put them straight into if I'm passing, if I'm in a certain town, or if it's nearby, if I'm passing by, or if I'm nearby, yeah, I'll give it a go. But what I found with Jumble Trails is it takes a lot of time, a lot of planning, like with a map and things, you're using petrol, and people getting rid of like kids' toys, kids' clothes. Sometimes they're asking lots of money. So yeah, I didn't really enjoy it too much. It was okay, I got a few decent bits. There is a video on my channel. I went to a Jumble Trail, took literally the whole morning. I got a few bits, luckily, to make it worth my time, just about. In fact, no, I'm being a bit harsh there. I reckon, because I know like Nick Hills, he does quite well, and a few other people do well. So I would go, and I've done well. So it's a bit harsh to say if I'm passing, because if there was one sort of within probably maximum of half an hour drive, 20-minute drive away, I would go check it out. But then people do sell lots of baby stuff, which I'm not interested in. There's not much money for me to be made personally. So yeah, hit and miss, because people do sell electronics. There was a time I was invited out the back. He had a load of video players, a load of stereo equipment, but the prices were too high. So that was just a miss, but it could have been a hit. So yeah, I'll keep an eye out on Jumble Trails, but yeah, they can be decent. So we've got Vinted. Vinted is a sort of app like Facebook, like eBay, like Gumtree, Spock. Spock. I didn't put Spock on there. We'll do Vinted. This one is Vintage/Spock. So sort of online places that tend to be cheaper, like Gumtree used to be. I've done well. I've bought stuff, like people do post it out. I think Vinted is mainly clothes and shoes, that sort of thing. So if you do shoes and clothes, people sell stuff like that cheap on here anyway, so you can get big bundles, and I'm putting it in good. Same with Spock as well. I think Spock is what Gumtree should be right now. Gumtree's falling behind, whereas Spock is more local. It's got more traffic, people are willing to post things out and ask cheaper prices. Same with Vinted. I've got decent things, good bundles as well, especially during lockdown. Keeps me going and through winter. Yeah, good for me. I don't have to do anything really, and I get physical stuff so I can check it out, picture it and everything. and make good profit. So yeah, Vinted and Spock, yeah, it's going good for me. Mr. Dealer, getting a specialist man, or the guy. This is my guy. I've got a hi-fi guy, or a shoes and trainers guy, straight to the best, because I get good quality, high profit things from my guys. If you can get a good contact, reliable, that is probably the most important thing. Reliable. If they're reliable, you can trust them, you're willing to pay up a little bit more for good quality flipping stuff. Yeah, get a guy if you can. Get a contacts. Contacts are probably the most profitable thing you need if you're doing this full time. I've got 2 like at the boot sale, so I'm at the boot sale anyway. Then I've got my guys, so 2 in 1 there. And then I've got a few others that I've newly building relationships with, just working on reliability and things. It's the best way, like I've just said, to get that good quality stuff and keep it ticking over as well. When you're full time, you need stuff keep coming in and keep going out, and getting a sort of local dealer that doesn't mind making a quick profit, so you can win as well. Like everyone's winning, they're winning, you're winning, everyone's happy. That is probably the best of the best, really, if you can get a local contact. Putting out wanted adverts. So with like Gumtree, with Facebook, with anything, I put out a certain amount of like wanted adverts. It did work, especially with CRT TVs at the time, as they sort of, before they boomed. I got in there, I saw there's an opportunity, I put out wanted adverts on Facebook. Wanted old VHS players, old CRT TVs, let me know, offer you a price. And I've made a few £1,000s from doing this. So wanted, I would put it in good. The only thing is you get copycats. So if you're passing, if you're willing to put the time in, if you don't mind copycats, because as soon as you do it, people are going to see it like, oh, he must be making money. It's easy to do, just copy and paste sort of thing. You can get time wasters and things, but actually I think I've been a bit harsh again. In fact, yeah, I'll leave it there. If I'm passing, if I've got the spare time, I'll put a little advert together. And then of course there's the problem of people can see you're asking for something, so surely if he's asking for this sort of thing, it must be worth money. They'll then sell it themselves. That's the only thing. So yeah, I've done it in the past. I don't do it majorly. I don't really do it at the moment. I do it for cardboard, like packaging supplies, cardboard, bubble wrap, bubble mailers, any sort of packaging things. I put wanted out adverts for that, but that's not really sourcing. That's more getting packaging supplies for free if I can. So yeah, if I'm passing again, then I'd give it a go. 2 more. Wholesale. I get asked about this so many times on everything. YouTube comments, Instagram, emails. Do I do wholesale? Why don't I do a wholesale? It's not my thing. And for me, I'm personally going to say not worth the time, because it takes a lot of money. There's a bit of risk involved. Like if you're buying from like China, Alibaba or something like that, you need to sink in a lot of money. People could buy the same thing with a different name on it, and then the thing might not sell. So for me, it's not worth my time. It's not interesting to me. I prefer finding like unique secondhand things. It's more exciting. The thrill of the hunt is what I'm all about, really. Again, people make lots and lots of money with wholesale. So obviously it's not, this could be the best for someone, wholesale. They make thousands of pounds. But for me and my business model, personally, yeah, not worth my time. It's not exciting. Yeah, that's me. The last one doesn't really come into consideration of like UK thrifting. Like I know in America, yard sales is like our boot sales. This would probably be the best thing if you're in America. But one-off yard sales, yeah, I'd say if I'm passing, if it's any more than out of my town and someone's doing a yard sale, I'm not going to bother really. Basically, imagine one stall at one boot sale. You're just going to see that one stall. If a boot sale's got one stall in it, I'm not going really. It's not worth my time and effort. Maybe yard sales, not worth the time and effort. Like if there's one. No, if I'm passing, like literally if I'm driving by and someone's having a yard sale, I'm stopping. I'm going in, I'm seeing what they've got. But I've probably bought a handful of things from the one-off yard sales. I've seen advertised or drove past. It can be decent, but again, baby toys, old rusty tools, that can be worth a little amount if you know what you're looking for. But yeah, if you're passing by, then have a look, but it's not going to make you much money, to be honest, if there's one-off yard sales around. there we go, there's my list. Sort of spread evenly. I did think it would be hit and miss, and if I'm passing with quite a few of them, because it's like one-off things, like you have to put the time and effort in going, and then obviously lots of competition and things. Yeah, quite a good list. Probably, I don't know, was that predictable? I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments below. Quite enjoyed this. Hopefully you enjoyed it too. Again, hit the like button if you did enjoy it. I'll do more of these with different topics. So like couriers, different couriers, we'll rank them best to worst. That would be juicy actually. I might do that one and things like that. So yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe if not already. Hit that bell so you know when I go live or release new videos like this. It'd be good to have you along. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.